locations, nbn.com.
Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. It's time right now for another Monday visit with TCM's December Star of the Month, Cary Grant. We're going to start with a prime favorite in Cary Grant's portfolio, An Affair to Remember from 20th Century Fox in 1957. Now, it's a remake of a hugely successful film, Love Affair, directed by Leo McCarey in 1939. Well, our movie was also directed by Leo McCarey, this some 18 years after he directed the original. Now, I can't say this version is better than the original, but I will say it's one of the few remakes which compares so favorably to the original, which starred Charles Boyer and Irene Dunne. The screenplay is basically the same, but new elements have been added to this remake, such as color and widescreen dimensions, also a gorgeous music score which makes great use of a new song, An Affair to Remember, composed by Harry Warren with lyrics by Leo McCarey and Harold Adamson, and sung on the soundtrack beautifully by Vic Damone. This time the stars are Cary Grant and Deborah Kerr as two passengers on a luxury liner who fall in love, then briefly separate to tie up loose ends in their individual lives with a plan to meet 6 months later on top of the Empire State Building. Well, when the film's producer Jerry Wald approached Cary Grant about doing this remake, Cary initially resisted. He had serious reservations about playing a role which, for years, had been so warmly identified with Charles Boyer. But Cary was also very fond of Leo McCarey, Leo being the man who directed Cary in the 1937 film which really established Cary for the first time as a major movie star, that film being The Awful Truth. But what cinched the deal for Cary was the fact that Leo McCarey had signed Deborah Kerr to be the leading lady in this movie. Cary and Deborah had earlier made a film together, Dream Wife, in 1953, which had been no great shakes, but he adored working with her and was eager to do so again, especially with a great script to work with. And there's great chemistry between them, and the end result is a film that later came in as #5 on the AFI's list of the most romantic movies ever made. Here it is from 1957, also with Richard Denning and Kathleen Nesbitt, An Affair to Remember.